Guys, I don't know what to read anymore. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know what to read. Today you're gonna be helping me. We're gonna be going through them all. I would love your feedback because I'm like in this weird, I'm in a weird mood, but I'm also just in like a weird reading mood. I haven't been reading tons so far. So this is gonna be like a planning video. I'm just gonna be venting some feelings about genres I've been having with you guys, and we're gonna go through all my books and see which ones I want to read, and just pick them out. And I got a new reading journal I'm excited to show you guys, and yeah, so thank you for the help in advance, and let's figure out what I want to read, because I want a really good reading month before I start school and then have to read everything for uni. So this is kind of like what I'm expecting to be my last month, kind of a freedom in my reading choice. So yeah. What do I want to read this month? I don't know why it's so hard for me to pick. I saw a photo the other day of like how many books can you read in your lifetime versus how many books exist in the world, and I got a little sad. Besides that, I've been reading so many 3-star reads that it's just been making me angry, because you know, I would kind of rather hate a book and like have a good reason to hate it and explore that hate and like why something is so awful than just feel super mediocre towards something. That being said as well, like I feel like I've moved. My stress levels have just been so high for a number of reasons. And so I really want to rely more on books to escape, and to just like have some fun with them, but also do some more serious stuff. I would like to get some more literature stuff under my belt before I start school, because I always put this weird pressure on myself to read like everything ever that could help me with my degree, which is silly because there's too many things to read, but that's kind of where I am. So I kind of want a blend of like fun. I'm really craving some fantasy. I think I've read a lot of science fiction this summer, which has been really good because I love reading science fiction in the summer, and I've got to read a few, which is nice. I have one more I think I want to line up for this month, but other than that, I kind of just I don't want romance anymore, you know? I don't want romance anymore. I read a few and they just made me so angry, because I tried contemporary romance, which isn't something I really want to get back into after the ones that I read. I just really didn't enjoy them. If I do put a romance on here, I want it to be fantasy romance, because I miss fantasy romance so much. I would love to read another Emma Ham book. Don't know if that's going to be possible, but we shall see. So anyway, that's kind of where I am with things. And we do have a couple book club picks, of course, so I will show you guys those. But other than that, we have freedom, the last month of freedom before September in uni, and I have a couple literature classes that, of course, we're gonna have syllables for. So, no, syllables. I'm so tired. Maybe I'll talk about it more. I'll chat to you guys in a vlog or something, but I've just been. Let's plan. Okay, so the first one I have here is one I'm in the middle of. This one is going to be finished up for August because it's Anna Karenina. It's Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. This is for the Dickens versus Tolstoy book club, and currently that much of the way through. This is a reread for me, so it's going pretty well. Of course, I'm loving it. Still don't think I'm loving it as much as I was loving War and Peace, so that's okay. But yeah, this is the one that we're currently reading for the Debates book club, and I'm having a really hard time. Like, I'm supposed to be defending Dickens this round, so I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna say, honestly, but we're gonna try to find some things because I'm liking it, but like I said, I'm not loving it as much as War and Peace by any means, which is interesting. So this will be finished up by the end of the month for sure. I've mostly been listening to it on audiobook just because I love the audiobook narrator. She does a lot of classics and I really like listening to Anna. So anyway, that is the first one that will definitely be read. So for the Dark Academics, I'm going to announce the book. I think we've already done so on social media, but for August and September, we're going to be reading Maurice by Forster. This is Carolyn's pick, and I'm so excited. I've never read this. Carolyn speaks so highly of this, and she just loves it so much, so I'm really excited to get into Maurice. I know vaguely a little bit about this. I've seen snippets of the film as well, but it's set in the elegant Edwardian world of Cambridge undergraduate life, and we follow Maurice. So I'm really excited to delve into this one. I think I'll try reading this one myself because split over 2 months, it is quite a short book. It's a little over 200 pages, so incredibly excited about this one, and I have really high hopes. I've also never read Forster, so this should be really interesting as well. So if you guys would like to join in, please, you are so welcome to do so. We'll be reading Maurice, like I said, over August and September for the DA, so that is the second one, and that is the rest of our book club picks. I also have one book that I'm currently in the middle of physically, and this one's gonna be finished up really soon because I started this in July and I'm more than halfway through, and that is Bengal Nights. I'm loving this so much. I'm currently 120 pages through, and it's becoming really battered because I keep like picking it up and throwing it down and picking it back up, kind of throwing it down in agony and anguish and all of that stuff, because this is a story of a young man who moves to India and starts to live with an Indian family, and he eventually forms this relationship with the daughter of the family. And this is a true story as well, and there's also a response to it in another novel written from the young woman's perspective called It Does Not Die, which I think I've mentioned in another video that I really want to read as well. So this is wonderful. It just explores so many different things, but like I said, it's so torturous, so like skin splitting, heart splitting, because it's a really difficult relationship to follow. There's tons of like just constraints placed upon it. There's so much prejudice. You really see him giving way to different things, casting off some old ideas, taking on new ones, but there's also just so much tumultuousness in the relationship too. So it's set in 1930s Calcutta. So anyway, really loving this, and I imagine I'll be finishing this one pretty soon. Really recommend, but like it definitely it's like affecting me a lot as well because it's a really hard relationship to read about. So that is Bengal Nights. I also have another audiobook in right now, and that's War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi, and I just started this. Like I literally listened to like 5 minutes last night before I fell asleep. So this one is really one I've been wanting to get to for a whole year. I've actually had this in my holds list on Libby for a whole year. But now that it's summer and this is science fiction again, it has some science fiction elements and stuff like that. It's set in, I believe, like 2177 in Nigeria. I really want to read it. So I borrowed it and I have it, and it's definitely one that I'm going to read probably right now, or I should say listen to. And yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I haven't heard like anyone else really speak about this, but basically a lot of what is going on in this futuristic Nigeria is about the Nigerian civil war that occurred in the 1960s. I know there's huge inspiration that's taken from this. There's a lot of different conflicts that I believe are either played out in here or are about largely this conflict. So in War Girls, I know that we're following two sisters, and I think that they find themselves on opposite sides because we're principally following Onyi, who's on one side, and then I think it's her younger sister who's maybe on the other side. But I started it and I immediately got like sucked in. It was really good, and I barely read any of it, but I was really into it. So I'm really hoping this one is going to turn out to be hopefully maybe even a new sci-fi favorite for me. I actually don't know if this is young adult or what, but I'll let you guys know later. So anyway, that is, I think, the last science fiction I kind of want to read this summer, and hopefully we can go out with like a really good one. So that is the next audiobook I think I want to listen to this month. I also did just get in Beyond Good and Evil on audiobook as well, and this is kind of one of the ones that I would love to read, not only for myself, Nietzsche always comes up on course manuals as well and stuff like that, so I'd love to read this one, get it under my belt. I've had this book for a good couple of years. It's a really, really beautiful Arcturus edition, so I really, really want to get to this one. It's not super long. I'd love to annotate it, go through it just while listening along with it as well, which I think is going to be amazing. So definitely 100% going to put this on the August TBR as well, and then I can feel a little bit better about getting some more philosophy under my belt and stuff like that. So yes. Love this. My roommate found a pack of like chocolate coffee grounds, or like it's chocolate flavored, at the grocery store, and I'm just like loving this. This is so good. Okay, kind of tastes like Ferrero Rocher. Alright, so now I'm gonna pull out some options that I think I want to read for myself. So we're gonna go through my whole bookshelf as usual and just kind of take out some books that I've been having my eye on and really wanting to read for myself, like without an audiobook, and just get into them because I'm really, really excited about it. So here we go. Okay, so this one I think I take down every single time, but it is once again The Lady of the Camellias. I've really been wanting to read it, and I do want to read it in like the summer or spring, I think, so that one is definitely a contender. Same for this one. I tried to pick ones I've been really wanting to read that I think would be a good complement to the weather and to the summer. So A Room with a View is a really, really nice one I want to get to in the summer, but as well I am already going to be reading Maurice by Forster. Season of Migration to the North is also another one I wanted to get to. It's been on a couple of these videos now. Same with Untold Night and Day, I think, except I do really want to get to this one. This one I actually bought, I think last September, and then I plan to read it this summer, so I feel like I should really get to it. It is nice and short as well, so I could probably fit a couple of these on here, so I think definitely gonna throw this one onto the pile. And then finally, just because I felt like I haven't been reading a lot from ancient Greece or Rome recently, I did choose some Euripides to put on. This is the edition with these different plays in it, so I think I'm gonna put this one on as well and just see what we can do, because it's been a while since I've read any Greek tragedy, any Greek history, and I really, really miss it. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys my holds currently on Libby, because there are a few romance ones that I would love to get to, namely Tokyo Ever After, as well as Instructions for Dancing, which is a book that I have myself, so I'm really excited about that, but I don't think that one's gonna make it. We shall see. And then otherwise, I might go through and try to find some romance in like my tags list here, so let's do it. Okay, I don't understand how Get a Life Chloe Brown has no holds on it. Like, I could literally borrow it right now if I wanted to. I don't know, I've been hearing so much about it, but I'm so scared that I'm not gonna enjoy it. I don't know. All right, so the final little TBR pile that we've constructed for August, I'm pretty happy about, because just a little rundown. Anna Karenina, Maurice by M. Forster. This one is going to be dragged into September as well. Bengal Nights, which is going really well. Beyond Good and Evil, which I've been wanting to read for years. Untold Night and Day, which is really, really exciting. I don't think I really said too much about what this is about. We are following Kim, and she's working in Seoul, and then one night she leaves with her boss. This all takes place over, I believe, one very hot night and a day. In the sweltering summer heat, she searches for her missing friend. I think she meets a whole bunch of people in the night. It gives me a lot of like After Dark by Murakami vibes, so I'm really, really excited about this one. Yeah, I don't know, I just have really high hopes, so I hope it lives up to it. And really hesitantly, Euripides, Medea, and other plays, as well as War Girls, which I just started, and if we have any other romances, I will let you guys know. So maybe for romance, I'll try to find either fantasy romance, or I would really love to read Tokyo Ever After, if that comes in. We shall see. So that's kind of the little pile for August, which I'm really excited about, and I'm so excited as well to take you guys back to school with me, back to uni once that starts up, and just to have like a nice kind of calming month settling in here and reading some good books, hopefully. So thank you so much for watching. Please, I would love if you just like commented your whole TBR down below in a paragraph. That would be amazing. I'd love to know what you guys are reading. So, and if you're reading anything for the book clubs, let me know your thoughts. If you're enjoying Anna, I know so many people on Insta have been really loving Anna Karenina, which is amazing. So yeah, so until then, I'm gonna go finish up Bengal Nights, I think, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Okay, ciao.